Well, a day after Prime Minister Narendra Modi warned against digital arrest scam, the police have revealed some staggering numbers. Scammers have targeted more than 600 people in Delhi NCR and extorted 400 crores. The scammers pose as police, CBI, ED officials and make up fake cases to extort money. Recently, an 82-year-old businessman was digitally arrested for 2 days and 7 crore was scammed from him. The caller claimed that his ID was used for smuggling and the consignment was seized at the custom. The scammers even sent him a letter claiming from CBI. The main accused was arrested from Mumbai and the other 3 were arrested from Noida.
कुछ समय पूर्व साइबर अपराधियों द्वारा एक विक्टिम को डिजिटली अरेस्ट करते हुए उसके साथ साइबर धोखाधड़ी की गई थी। प्रकरण साइबर क्राइम पुलिस स्टेशन के संज्ञान में आते ही इसमें अभियोग पंजीकृत करते हुए इस्तेमाल हुए सभी खातों को फ्रीज करवाकर एक अभियुक्त की गिरफ्तारी पुलिस द्वारा की गई थी। अब इस प्रकरण में एक और अभियुक्त की गिरफ्तारी की गई है तथा अग्रिम विधिक कार्रवाई जारी है।
We have Priyank joining us on the broadcast with more details. This menace of digital arrest and the scammers is only growing.
Yes, certainly, Swati. The recent soundbite which we are playing was from the local police of Noida. In these camps, the people are the money is extorted is in between 1 to 2 lakh or probably 10 lakh of rupees. But we have got one more data of the Delhi Police IFSO unit, which is the cyber unit of the Delhi Police Special Cell, where the complaint in the national capital above 50 lakh goes. So that clearly data shows that in the year 2023 and 2024, there have been 31 arrests which have been made by the Delhi Police Special Cell. But the modus operandi is very serious in this particular investigation, which we have tried to find out, that these scammers are based in Cambodia and they are taken on some visa racket, and human trafficking has also been found by the National Investigating Agency. So if the target is of value more than 2 to 3 lakh rupee, then study call is routed to those scammers who are based in Canada, I beg your pardon, in Cambodia, and from Cambodia the money is looted and the amount in the national capital has gone up to more than 10 to 15 crore rupees. Recently, a businessman of Rohini was also extorted 10.2 crore rupee, and one of the media person, family member was also taken by these digital arrests, and he had to pay 10.2 crore rupees too. So that clearly amount goes to Cambodia through various layering of bank account detail, and you'll be shocked to know that finally these money are laundered to Dubai. So the Dubai and the Cambodia link in these scammers is certainly very big. What top sources in the Ministry of Home Affairs have also told it to Times at Work, that the Home Minister and the Finance Minister themselves had a very long conversation regarding these kind of digital
Absolutely. In fact, the Prime Minister also warned about this menace. Stay on with us, Priyank. Cases of online fraud and victims losing lakhs of rupees to such scams are on rise. This was the topic of Prime Minister's focus in his latest Mann Ki Baat as well. Highlighting how online scams affect citizens across the country, he said fraudsters prey on victims posing as police officers, CBI or RBI officials, and warned people to exercise caution.
डिजिटल अरेस्ट के फ्रॉड में फोन करने वाले कभी पुलिस, कभी सीबीआई, कभी नारकोटिक्स, कभी आरबीआई, ऐसे भांति-भांति के लेबल लगाकर बनावटी अधिकारी बनकर बात करते हैं।
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi detailed how such frauds occur step by step. He spoke on digital arrest, which is a rising trend used to con victims. He had a piece of advice to tackle such swindlers: stop, think and then take action.
ये 3 चरण है: रुको, सोचो, एक्शन लो। कॉल आते ही रुको, घबराए नहीं, शांत रहे, जल्दबाजी में कोई कदम न उठाएं, संभव हो तो स्क्रीनशॉट लें और रिकॉर्डिंग जरूर करें।
Prime Minister also assured that the government agencies have been put together to curb the menace of online scams.
डिजिटल अरेस्ट के नाम पर जो फरेब चल रहा है, उससे निपटने के लिए तमाम जांच एजेंसियां राज्य सरकारों के साथ मिलकर काम कर रही है। इन एजेंसियों में तालमेल बनाने के लिए नेशनल साइबर कोऑर्डिनेशन सेंटर की स्थापना की गई है।
Even as the Prime Minister warned the public, a resident of Tamil Nadu fell victim to an online scam that falsely promised him prize money worth crores from the popular game show Kaun Banega Crorepati. The CBI has filed an FIR after Prime Minister's office complained about this matter. Now, in the FIR accessed by Times Now, Murugesan, a resident of Tamil Nadu Road, was duped by fraudsters who posed as representatives of the popular TV show KBC. As for the complainant, the victim was contacted by an individual claiming to represent the show from Mumbai. The victim was allegedly informed that he had won a prize money of 25 lakh rupees and that had been increased to 5.6 crores. Similarly, another individual claiming to represent the game show from Kolkata reportedly told victim that he had won 75 lakh rupees and that the prize money has been increased to 2.75 crores. Now, the victim was reportedly asked to pay 2.91 lakhs towards tax liability. As per the complaint copy, the victim said he was coerced to cough up money by a woman who posed as a CBI officer. To lure the victim, fake documents were used with Prime Minister Modi's image on it. Let's in fact go across to Pawan Duggal, cyber security expert, joining us on the broadcast. And all of us at some point of time in our life have received such phone calls. Of course, our reactions are completely different. The Prime Minister also giving a piece of advice there to stop, to think about it and then react instead of, panicking. But what should be the first step? In case you receive such a phone call, what should people do?
The first thing that people need to do is to disconnect the call. If you're actually receiving a call from an unknown person and there's some element of urgency, fear, panic, threat, the first thing that you have to do is to disconnect the call. Actually, one step prior to that will be stop entertaining any calls from unknown numbers. But if you're absolutely very desperate to take all calls, somebody is asking you to click a link or open a video kind of a chat or go to some other kind of web address, that's the first time you need to disconnect. Assuming you don't disconnect and you continue, ask yourself, is this guy putting me in fear? Is he putting me in panic? If the answer to that is yes, disconnect the call midway. Don't go forward. Number 3, assuming you're still not able to decipher and there's a request made for switching on to a video call, that's your first alarm signal that this is a cybercrime happening.
Absolutely.
Please disconnect the call.
Mr. Duggal, please stay on with us because we have viewers joining us on the broadcast and I'm sure they have a lot of questions. Let's see if we can address them. We're joined by Mr. Balakrishna from Kerala. Thank you very much for joining us. Please go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank Prime Minister for mentioning this scam in his Mann Ki Baat so that people were aware of such a digital arrest, so-called digital arrest. So during the time of COVID, many people called for giving the loan, providing loan, and they are asking service charges. Actually, there is no such scheme that first we have to pay service charges like that. So such fake calls are also now during this time also fake calls are coming. So in order to control that also it is very important. Anyway, this is a very good
right, it's a good initiative. The big thing is that the Prime Minister also has spoken about it. Now people need to be aware of this and perhaps we need more awareness campaigns. We have Mr. Nagarajan joining us from Chennai. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, madam. I am Nagarajan, K.S. Nagarajan from Chennai.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello. I received a threat call. I don't know. I'm 76 years aged. I do not remember whether I got the threat message in WhatsApp or in email. That you will be arrested in another 24 hours if you don't reply. If you don't reply.
Right.
So, and I consulted my son-in-law. He said ignore it. No, so I ignored it.
Right. Absolutely. That was the right thing to do, to ignore these calls. Thank you very much, Mr. Nagarajan. Mr. Dugal, in fact, since we're talking about the issue today itself, I received such a call saying that, there's a challan on my name, and by the way, there's no vehicle registered on my number. But I got a call saying there's a challan on my name and I need to press some digits on my phone and it will connect me to the court, and things like that happened today itself as we're speaking on this issue.
Well, that's yet another new innovative approach that cyber criminals have adopted. Please understand, cyber criminals are just spreading their fishing net. Anyone who gets stuck inside becomes a victim of their cybercrime attack. So bottom line is, let's stop responding with any such calls. The moment if there's any element, any call, any electronic record that's aiming to put you into distress, fear, panic, anxiety, that's the first call. Just disconnect the electronic record, destroy that electronic record. Because once you move forward, they are further going to play with your mind for the purposes of putting you in some fear or panic, and thereby go ahead and trying to make you a victim of cyber crimes. You have to quickly realize that, you have to adopt cyber security as a way of life. You cannot just keep on relying upon people in the post-COVID era. At the time when the new cyber world order has arrived, it's time that we all inculcate an element of distrust and mistrust in our minds.
Absolutely.
Let's not trust any information at such time. We have independently authenticated or verified its correctness or accuracy. That's your common due diligence. That's going to help you.
Right, and like I said, we need perhaps more awareness campaigns as well. Also, like you said, the best thing is to not take these unknown callers, unknown numbers. And if there's someone who wants to reach out to you desperately, they perhaps drop you a message, to try and connect with you. Stay on with us, Mr. Dugal. We have Balaji joining us from Bengaluru. Good afternoon. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Good afternoon, madam. I just received recently, about 15 days back, a recorded message saying that your parcel has been returned from custom office, and press 1 for the further details. So I had not sent anything. I was shocked. And when I pressed 1, one gentleman started talking to me saying that your parcel has come back, probably from custom. It is something pertaining to drugs or something. It is in your name.
Okay.
I said I have not sent any parcel to the abroad or anything. But he says that your Aadhaar number is correct, everything is correct, and all, he started telling. And I was shocked. What is this and all this thing? Then he said that this Aadhaar number is there, your address is there, and all.
Right.
He said you are talking from Bombay. I said I am talking from Bangalore. Then he said that no, this parcel has been already paid by you, by your debit card.
Were you able to catch his bluff? I hope you were not scammed.
No, I am not scammed.
You were?
Then what happened? Then he started telling me my debit card last 4-digit number. When I saw my debit card, it is a different one. Suddenly my son came and he said that what are you doing?
Right.
To whom you are speaking? He said that somebody is this thing and all. And that man was very particular to say, I will send it to, can you come down to Bombay, saying that to meet the police. I said, I am in Bangalore, I cannot come tomorrow.
Right.
He said that I will connect the line to the police officials. You can talk to me. In the meantime, my son said, you disconnect it first.
Right. Mr. Balaji, what you've just shared with us is very important. I think we need to hear more such experiences to be aware. We also have Dr. Muthara joining us from the National Capital from Delhi. Mr. Muthara, go ahead, please. Good afternoon.
Yes. See, remember 20 days ago, I received a telephone that my phone is being misused by somebody and it will close within 2 hours. And my phone became non-functional within 2 hours. Then I asked the boys who are working with me, I said, please look at my telephone. So they probably did something and then the phone became working. Then, only 4 days ago, I again received a telephone that your phone is being misused by somebody and you'll have to give us some information.
Right.
I said, what information you want? And the phone became non-functional again and then it was revived and all. There is a very interesting thing. Indian police on my part, they asked all my details and they said, I said, I'm a retired government officer, and they said they are putting open account in 13 states in the country on your name, and your telephone has been, your Aadhaar and telephone has been used for that purpose. And there is a company which has given the SIM card to the for taking another telephone.
Right.
And that company is address in Bombay. They gave me address also.
Right.
I said, can you come to Bombay? I said, why should I come to Bombay? I'll not come to Bombay.
Absolutely.
That was
one more experience there. One other way how people are being scammed. And in fact, you know what you need to remember is do not follow the instructions that they are giving you on the phone. One, just disconnect the phone right away. In case you feel something is suspicious after you call their bluff, disconnect the phone. Do not press digits on your phone like they are asking you to. Do not share any personal data, anything about your bank accounts, your ATM pins, your Aadhaar number, your PAN card number. Don't share any information because no bank is going to call you and ask you for these details. In case of the agencies, like people are claiming that they're from CBI or court or police or ED or NIA, you'll get official formal notices from these organizations in case you're involved in something. So let's in fact also go across to some breaking inputs. And there are a lot of viewers calling us. Dr. Mothara was just highlighting his experience. We have others joining us as well. Meanwhile, we have news coming in that there's a big crackdown on the online swindlers. This after the Prime Minister warned against digital frauds. News tightens on digital fraudsters. What we're given to understand that the lens is now on Cambodia-based cyber criminals. And Priyank is on the broadcast with us to get more details. Yes, Priyank, over to you.
Yes, Swati, we are talking about those cases where the amount was more than 50 lakh. And in the recent cases, in the last 2 years, 36 FIRs have been filed by the Delhi police, which led to arrest of 31 individuals. And unfortunately, these are the people whose account were used by the cyber fraudsters for laundering money. What investigation has shown that there's a group which is based in Cambodia, and certainly the National Investigating Agency's investigation was also suggestive over the fact that the Chinese hackers could also be behind the group which is based in Cambodia. So once the human trafficking happens, the people are taken to Cambodia, they are made to make calls. That will be of high value. In the recent case, what we got to know that a businessman was, due for the 10.2 crore rupee. But Prime Minister has rightly stated that wait, don't respond to these calls because these scammers create a panic alarm.
Right.
That is certainly for those senior citizens. You will be shocked to know that once these people come on video call, there will be a fake officer. Then you will get a fake CBI summon. In one of the cases which related to a businessman who's based in Bombay, 72 crore rupees were due from him, and there was a fake Supreme Court hearing headed by a fake person who appeared to be like Justice Chanchul.
In fact, people do receive such messages as well, that there's a case registered on your name in this court or that court, and that you have to follow up now, and then you start getting phone calls from random numbers. Mr. Duggal, do we have a foolproof system in place? Can we have a foolproof system, or people need to exercise caution, at their level?
First and foremost, we already have in place the Information Technology Act 2000 and the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. It covers some provisions, but these kinds of cyber frauds and digital arrests are not directly covered. But having said that, people need to know that the concept of digital arrest does not exist under law. No law authorizes any agencies to go ahead and digitally arrest through technology any particular person. So bottom line is, we will have to, number one, amend the law so that the latest provisions of the law which are amended can help cover these emerging technologies and misuse, whether it's deepfakes, whether it's these kinds of digital arrest matters. Number two, we need to go by the route of the intermediary liability. Now, most of the time, these so-called cyber scamsters or digital arrest guys are coming through network service providers.
Right.
It's time that we should tighten the rules on network service providers and tell them, hey guys, under Section 79 of the IT Act, that is IT Rules 2021, you are duty bound to give all details.
Okay. Also, Mr. Duggal, I'd also like to understand if this is if this is related to data security as well, because I believe the moment somebody gets a call with the person on the other side saying, is this your Aadhaar number, is this how your Aadhaar number ends, or is this the last few digits of your bank account, I think people panic and they think that this person already has authentic information about me, and then I think they start sharing information. I have Tapas Datta joining us from Kolkata. Good afternoon to you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I also get regular on daily basis 5 to 6 prank calls or fraudsters calls. But what I do, I pick up the calls from my contact list, only those which are on my contact list. And if new number is shows up, I get back to that number after that. But I never get connection. So I think those numbers are one-way connections, I think. If you call back...
Right. Thankfully, there are some apps that tell you that you're getting a spam call, but then there are a lot of phones, mobile companies that do not support such apps. The best thing to do is to avoid unknown numbers. If somebody wants to get in touch with you, they'll do it anyhow through a message perhaps, and the most important thing is to not share your personal information, your bank details, your Aadhaar card number or your PAN card number with these unknown individuals. And do not follow the instructions. Do not press buttons on your phone just because the other person is asking you to connect to some other official or to the court or to the agencies. In case you're involved in anything like that, something legal, you'll get a proper legal notice for it. Mr. Duggal, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast and taking those questions. With that, we slip into a short break.